smells good in here.
Smells like heat. Alright, here we have this, what I believe is a Moss, not exactly sure, heater fan. Very interesting concept that kind of came out in the 80s. I think it was the 80s anyway. This has to be 80s. But yeah, so basically what this is a 52-inch ceiling fan with a heating element in it. And the heating element is up in the motor housing. If you can see it, maybe better up here, I don't know. It has a heating element that spins along with the fan motor. And then these little adapter things on the blades are supposed to scoop up the heat, and in theory it's supposed to circulate heat around. And if you look over here, there is a switch for 1200 watts or 800 watts. And there's the canopy and everything up there. And there's a sticker. Not exactly sure what it says, but there it is. It's definitely getting warm. Well, it's not warm because it's off, but we had it running beforehand. There's a light. And obviously, it's reversible like every other ceiling fan that exists. But anyway, let's try this thing out. And try to duck my head because it hangs kind of low. We'll try it on 800 watts just to see what it does.
It won't do anything different yet.
But yeah.
Oh, see, I would go in the wrong direction for the heat.
I do wonder if it would scoop the heat, because
it's those fins.
Heat
the
rises
fins are designed.
right
It needs to go the backwards.
Okay. Well, in that case, go backwards. And it has wooden blades instead of like MDF or whatever cheap crap most fans use. But I can kind of feel heat from it. Turn this thing off. So what this is supposed to do is what I said earlier. Those fin things on the blade brackets are supposed to scoop up the heat that comes out of the heating element in that motor area.
You'll notice more heat if you put the 1200 watts.
I can. It has some heat coming from it. Granted, we're testing this in the middle of summer, so yeah, 1200.
The speed won't be different, but so it's designed so the fan can't be off when the heat's on.
Okay. If you look up in there, you can kind of see the heating element spinning around with the motor. It has a big chunky motor in it. I believe this is a Moss product, but I'm not completely sure. Tat. It's a Tat. Although, it has a lot of characteristics of a Moss, but, you know, it's probably the same OEM. Whoever that may be, I don't know. But, and, I mean, I can definitely smell the heating part working. Let's try medium. It's got kind of scratchy bearings, but it's par for the course at this point. I wonder if it would move more heat or less heat the faster it goes. I feel like most of the heat would come from the middle.
Well, it's supposed to set and blow it off to the side. So if you feel above the blades.
I can kind of feel heat, but I feel more cool air than heat. I do wonder why this concept didn't really take off. I mean, the bulb died.
I accidentally hit it.
Anyway, we hit the surge protector. But anyway, I think this was one of those ideas that came out in the 80s when everybody was trying to conserve energy and all that. Which is ironically odd that this came out in the 80s when everybody was trying to conserve energy, but you know. But I think this was someone's idea to trying to solve both issues of, you know, having a cold house in the winter and then having a hot house in the summer. I mean, I don't know. Feels like I should go faster than this, but...
Oh, I don't like it. It keeps tripping. It's too much.
Too much power.
Well, here you can put it on forward, and then you could run it...
800 might be
Oh, we
better.
already had it on 800.
Oh, that was on 1200.
I know you had it on 800.
Flip it back on. Maybe it'll go that way. It did not like 1200 watts. We have it on this janky surge protector test rig area.
Well, I think once you turn the heating off, I think the fan would actually go fast. Do you feel heat right now?
I can kind of feel it. I can hear it cooking in there.
But that was part of the problem with the...
Turn the heating element off, and the fan kind of speeds up a little bit.
Oh, there's that.
So I think the heating element actually takes some power from the motor, which would make sense. That's how most normal space heaters work. So it's funny they put it on a swag kit thing.
Swag kit?
There's like a little indent for a swag kit on the canopy.
On the listing picture, it wasn't on a swag kit.
Well, no. The original listing this was bought from was actually somewhat local to me. I was going to get them, but, you know, didn't get around to it, I guess. But somehow Zach ended up with it, so here it is. Anyway, we'll shut her down. It's a neat fan. I don't see how effective it would be, though. Who did you say made this again?
I think, yeah. I had a question. You accidentally shorted out this cord once at one point, right?
Probably.
Yeah, there's no... Nah, it's not from this.
Did you burn up the cord?
Thought I did, but no, that's from something else. Looks like something shorted.
Probably overdue to replace the cord, but, you know. We got everything else going on back here. And over there. Right there. Yeah, the Moss heat fan. Very odd thing. I don't know why you keep calling it Moss. It's a tap. But it looks very Moss to me. Especially that switch cap and the canopy. Or it could be View Fan. View Fan has that same canopy. Any day now. So there you have it. The Tatmos, whatever the hell it is, heater fan. And thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and have a good one. God bless.